some of the mistakes that people make is they think they know what the problem is. When they think they know what the problem is, and then they go and waste a lot of money on programs that you know aren't helping our people in Inala and the surrounding areas. You know, they don't get out there and talk to the community.
So Inala has been home for me and my family for some time. My husband and I chose to raise our family there. And the reason is because Inala gives us a sense of home, a sense of community that we could not find anywhere else in the city of Brisbane. We see other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander families every day at the shops, at the school, in our street. And I really value that sense of cultural safety that it offers us.
It's a community within an urban setting, and a lot of families are connected, whether through bloodline or it's the intricate relationships that they have with each other.
So I've been involved with a community organisation called Inala Wangara, which I helped establish, and it's a community development organisation that takes as its starting point strengths and working with the strengths in our community.
I know a lot about how the families are connected. I suppose when I talk about having that building relationship with people, you get to know what people are good at, and you get to place them in the right positions or in the right area where you know that it's going to go somewhere.
I think living in Inala and knowing what people's strengths are and what they like, you know, they could be sporty or they could be good at like decorating or something. I know I get the engagement because it's not me making the programs, it's my women that come to my programs. It's what they want in our community, and what's a need in our community.
I think about our Inala Family Touch Day. You know, every year we get 20 family groups turn up who get their own shirts printed with their family name and it's designed, and set up their own camps around these football fields. No one has to bring buses in to bus them into this event. People turn up, and that's the real, I think, you know, when you've got strength-based community development practice right, is that you don't need a carrot or a whip. People are engaged because it's something that is meaningful to them, and they themselves see the benefit of engagement.
And it is completely strengths-based. So, you know, our referees are community members, our face painter is a community member, our MC, our scorers, they're all local community members who come and play on the day. And it's really hard to explain to people that program unless they've actually been there, because it's not like any other carnival, because it is really about the community. And you have people who come as family groups. You know, you have 5-year-olds playing on the field with their grandfather who's in his 70s, and it's all fun, it's not competitive. There's no winnings, no one wins anything, but people go hard out. People have t-shirts, family names, and what I've noticed over the years is that people have used this moment for their grief and loss. What we do at Wangara is we might use sports as a vehicle for engagement, but that is never the end story for us. The story for us is about, you know, how we can put stuff around our community and go with them, walk with them, because they know where they want, what they want for their lives. It's about listening to them and following the path with them.
Look, growing up in Inala, obviously looking up to the older males, a lot of them loved hitting the gym. I mean, these guys were big back in the days, and the early 90s and early 2000s, and we all looked up to these blokes because they were hitting the gym and they were looking fit. You know, they were working, and now them guys have gone on. They've you know, struggled at a point in their life now, and me as a health worker, you know, went out there and got to notice that you know, these you know, these Indigenous lads from Inala still wanted to hit the gym. So we collaborated with other organisations in Inala, and we joined up with the Inala PCYC, and from there we started a 3-month gym program. That's been going on for 5 years now.
You might have a participant engaging, you know, for a couple of weeks, a day, a year, and they might float off the radar for a little bit. And you know, sometimes I do beat myself up a bit about it, but I have to remember, you know, it's their choice. It's their choice. When they're ready, they'll come back.
One of the things that I think is so important and I think doesn't happen enough is we pay people. So we pay elders for their information. We have a budget line for elders. So when we're asking elders to come on to be cultural leaders, to provide eldership, to provide stewardship, we pay them for that knowledge, because the fact that they still have that knowledge in the face of colonisation is remarkable. The fact that many of them have had to work exceedingly hard to reconnect, to regain that knowledge should be absolutely acknowledged and rewarded financially. We don't ask anyone else to provide their expertise without paying them.
It's there, the strengths are there, you know, like if you get past all the perceptions of what people said about the place, or, you know, you see it for what it is. I think I remember, you know, it was a nutritionist, you know, she come there first out of uni, and a non-Indigenous woman, and she'd come to our NAIDOC there at Inala, and she just sat there and just seen all the black fellas around, and you can see she was nearly going to cry. And she goes, "John, I can see why you've had this day. It just makes me proud to be a part of it," you know. And that's a non-Indigenous woman saying that, and you can see it in her face how she felt that, you know, what we feel when we have these activities. And
the community organisations consist of community workers who are community members, so there was always passion with all of these people to jump on board, and I guess I always felt really humbled that the people I worked with had a really strong conviction just to see change. Be prepared and open yourself up to the idea of falling in love with this community. I think if you don't love a community, how can you even possibly achieve or work in a community? So we talk about what binds us together as one people, and that really is our culture. Surrounded by people that have a clear notion that being Aboriginal is something fantastic.